Good morning, everybody. Well, it is another day, sunny, bright day here in Texas. The inverter, the solar system, is providing us another hatch of baby chicks. We've been through several hatches now up here, operating off the solar. Yep, another batch coming through today. And Melinda is preparing this old incubator we use as a brooder. She's getting it warmed up right now, and she'll be transferring those over into this one. And we have baby chicks around here everywhere. There's some more of them right here. This little gang, let me open the door here. The sunshine is glaring off that wire. We have that one hen that's a barred rock, and her chicks came out black. But I know what they'll do is they'll change color and they'll get that gray and white and black speckled pattern later on. But when they were first born, her two chicks came out pitch black, and all the rest are pure Rhode Island red. So those are going to be half Rhode Island red and half barred rock. The two black ones are. Two pretty little old chicks though. Then we got this little fella with a deformed leg that see here, and he gets around now, let me tell you, with a deformed leg. But healthy little bird uses those wings to get around, and who knows, over time it may correct that foot. I've noticed that, let me set that, I noticed that foot is starting to curl around kind of the right direction, but it walks on this this elbow a lot, and it kind of made the elbow a little callous. But you see that foot's turned kind of around the wrong direction. And nevertheless though, this is a very healthy little bird, and it's a miracle that it has survived. He you see that leg sticking out to the side, but he or she, whichever it is, does not let it stop him. It just continues on. Learns to stand and walk and do everything on that one leg, as you see. Yeah, if it wants to get somewhere fast, it just flaps those wings and hops on that one foot and boogies along. But with that much determination to live, I will not stop. I will not stop it. I will give him a full chance to have a nice, enjoyable life. These are some of my tomatoes growing right here. These are right here in our backyard. Look at that. This plant's getting up. It's about 3 foot tall now. Looking very good. Nice tomatoes on it. Look at that. Some more blooms going on here all over the place. We've also got tomatoes going in containers. So if we can keep these producing kind of even later on when it gets too hot and we want to move them, get them into a shaded area or something, we can. But these are doing really great right here in these pots. And this little garden here, we don't get rid of the grass here in it. Who wants to walk in a bunch of dirt and mud? We kind of leave them natural. We've had good luck with that. Also, it seems like the fruits do better laying on the grass, you know, your vegetables and things like that, that's what I mean, than laying down on raw dirt. They seem not to get damaged and rot as much. But this is some of my squash growing here right now. We got a whole row of tomatoes down through here. More beautiful squash growing. And Melinda, she's been harvesting these, and anytime you see a bad one like this right here, just twist that thing on off there and get it off so it don't cause the plant problems. Get rid of them bad ones. Plus it's wasting nutrients that it needs to be doing other things. This is my olive tree, and as you see, it's got little olives on it. Look at that right there. This is its second year. Had another one and it did not survive, but this one did. and I'm happy to have it. I want to try to get more of these in the future. This is a variety they say will grow here in Texas, and I guess so, and that it can handle some of the cold temperatures. So nevertheless, that's my little olive tree. So these are some young peppers that she's got going here. These are younger. um, she'll just plant more seeds and sprout more up, so you got like many generations of them going on, not just everything planted at one time ready to harvest at one time. That was something we talked about in the past. It's kind of stage our vegetables, you know, plant something, a month later plant a few more, maybe a month later plant a few more, and that way you get a longer harvest season, you get more off your plants, and that's what we do. So she's got some more late bloomers coming on here, and Melinda, if these kind of get later on in the year, she may actually dig them up and transplant them. She's had pretty good luck doing that. I want to make sure that I was recording. This is a climbing spinach here. She harvests these leaves before they get too long, before this thing really grows to climb, and we eat it. That's what it's here for. Harvest up and eat. This is an apricot tree right here. This is its second year. Just a suggestion, you may want to avoid your trees heavy fruiting in its first couple of years. Let it get more established before it puts a lot of stress on it trying to bear fruit and support that. It's kind of like it robs its own nutrients it needs to survive by trying to give it to the fruit. So I would remove any fruit for the first while on them. You know, I know you're tempted, you see that, you're like, you want to let it grow, you want to eat it, but just hold back, remove any fruit that come out for the first couple of years. And this is a peach tree, and it's the same story, but this peach tree, it almost died, and we had to top that dead top off of it, but the tree, yeah, it's shooting out now and forming up good. So you know, when you first plant them, they can stress, and this one, we almost lost it, but it's a survivor now. So she's got lots of zucchini here, all down through here. There's maybe how many zucchini plants? How many you think you got, Mel?
1 zucchini.
Oh my gosh, she said she's got 10 zucchini. That's a lot of zucchinis.
There's the end. Yeah. These 3 rows, they have a nice.
These right here?
Yeah, they start growing now.
Yeah. Just look at this. Zucchinis everywhere.
See that?
Look at those. She just trims the grass down around as it gets up like this. This ryegrass shoots up fast. And as you can see here, she's been harvesting the fruits off of it now. Yeah, and she sees any bad leaves, any kind of bad leaves, get those off. Anything like that that's pulling down on the plant, robbing nutrients, just get those off. But you see here's some more nice zucchini is all in here.
The one that asking that if I plant eggplant, yes, I have. And
So,
yeah, I know they're kind of late, but they start growing good also.
so this is your eggplants all in here. Yep, they're taking off. It looks like you've had some kind of little insect getting on.
Yes, yeah, there's some.
I can tell you this. I found it in here. I've got that bottle of peppermint oil that Ernie has sent to you before. I know you use that neem oil.
The neem oil, yeah, I've been using that neem oil.
But we have that peppermint also if you want to try to get it on some of these plants. And Ernie, we still appreciate you sending those things.
So this one is my basil, and if you see this one, that they all cut on the tops because I've been harvesting this one yesterday, and it is a lot, and I dried the leaves.
So you can see right there, she takes scissors and she just snips all the tops out, keeps new growth going on. And yep, I've seen her in there in the house do it. She rinsed them all off,
And I dried it.
and then you spread it all out.
Mm.
And man, just picking this and eating this green, oh my God, it's so delicious.
Only in this area, I have another one garden there that I have several basil.
Well, I'm gonna take everybody down to see the some of the other chickens down there. Maybe we can go down there and have a look real quick. What do you think?
Yeah.
This is a pear tree that I planted here a few years ago, and I'm letting it fruit now. I'll leave a few on it and pulling some off as we speak. I don't want too many on it and pull it down, but I am going to go ahead and let it bear a few fruits on it for this year, and then maybe next year I'll just let it do its thing. I've got one more on the other side of the yard. I was being a little nostalgic with planting these here because when I grew up as a kid, there was 5 pear trees right across in this row, right where this one's at. There was one probably not even 2 foot from here. Down at the other end, there was probably one not even 2 foot from it. Of course, they got old and they aged out. But, you know, just replace them, move on. But the others did really great right here. And like I say, I'm being a little nostalgic with it by planting them right back in the same area, keeping those old memories alive. So back here on the cattle fence, Melinda's got other things growing because she uses that cattle fence like a trellis. And this is what I was talking about. We turn cows in here, their tongues are going to be ripping this right out of here. But we don't turn them in here very often.
Yeah, sometimes if it is already big enough, they come over here.
They can even get on a clothesline. You can see here's the old vines from last year, still all wrapped up on it. So what is this?
It is a lofa.
Lofa?
Yes.
So it's growing and finding its way up right now, as you see. What are you going to do with that lofa?
It's good for the soup or anything.
Yeah?
I mean,
and how many of them you got going on the fence back here right
I have
now?
1, 2, 3, 4. So far I have 4 growing.
4, and boy, they're running up there. Wow, this one's beautiful right here, Mel. That is, look at those leaves.
Yes.
And this one right here is?
Calabash or opo.
Say it again.
It is, we call calabash.
Well,
in our language is opo.
And so what kind of, it's something long, like?
It's a cord that it is really long.
Long gourd,
yes,
huh?
Yeah, long cord.
And what do you do with those?
Anything also. You can make soup or add with the mango beans and even saute. It's also good.
Well, apparently they really like it
Yes.
here in this fence. Look
They
how
love
healthy.
sunshine. The only thing, if too much heat also, the leaves turn to yellow. But so far for now, you need to water, keep watering.
Wow, that is really growing. So it looks like you got maybe, what, 4 of those down through here?
5 at
5?
this area, yes.
Yeah, man, they're looking great. I see you let the chickens out and they're out moving around and enjoying.
Yeah.
Still using the chicken truck every day. So some of you was asking about if Melinda is growing okra. So yes, here it is. She is growing okra.
Yes, there you go. You see it now. So I said, like, like there's maybe you guys, you're wondering if there's a small and big. And I said I just replant some of them.
She had chickens and things that would peck and get them when they were coming out and nip the tops out of it. So she would just reseed. So you got kind of different generations here. You got some that are growing bigger and you got some that are down here pretty small.
That's right.
But they are about to produce okra. They're about to bloom and start to bear. So we're pretty excited for that. Quite a bit, man. There's got to be, what, probably 30 or more okra plants down through here.
They look happy and healthy here. They like the morning sunshine.
Yeah, they're doing great. It looks awesome. And Melinda's still continuing to sprout more tomatoes out. Feels like these might be getting a little dry, babe. You might want to get some water on those. Yeah, the mint is doing very healthy. It's great, man. I'm gonna pinch me some of that off right now. Yeah. My gift with you?
Yeah, on Valentine's.
That's what I do. I like to buy not just a flower that just dies. I like to buy a plant.
I think 3 years ago.
3 years already. Same thing on a rose out here in our yard. I bought her a rose for Valentine's. Instead of cut roses, I bought a rose plant, and it just continues to give you roses forever,
Yes,
right?
yeah, it's the
That's
first
what I
plant
told her.
I gave it.
And then I did the same thing with this. And so, what, you said 3 years now?
Yeah, that one is 3 years. The rose is probably 4 years.
Wow. That was my idea. Good job, Mel. She has some more basil here in a pot.
The reason I plant in the pot, this one is for the winter time. I can take that one inside.
Move it in.
Yeah.
What good's it gonna do us if we're not here for the winter?
Well, if somebody water it, they keep growing alive.
And maybe you can show them and teach them before we leave to clip it, and they can bring some basil home with them.
Yep.
Yeah, who are probably be Patrick and Monica or something, be watering our plants when we leave. So yeah, there's an opportunity for Monica to get some nice basil when we're gone. So when Melinda was in the Asian market, she bought this lemongrass here. Of course, they were selling it like to eat, and she bought it and she put it in the ground and she's growing it, and it actually is taking hold and growing now.
Start growing
now. Yep, it's doing pretty good. So here down this driveway going towards the field, along the fence here, she's got more cucumbers growing right here. I say more because there's some growing in another spot as well. But she's got these, and she'll have those and get the runners started up the fence as well. She puts these sticks and kind of uses them as a guide to get the plant kind of growing up and then over to the fence, and then it'll be going up the fence. But she got these, I guess maybe got these in a little late. That's why people like Chad, they're already harvesting. You're gonna be a little behind on it, but it'll get there. So then down here by the chicken pen near Melinda's secret garden, hey, you took your sign down that says my mini garden. You moved it, huh? She has more okra growing here. Look at this. All along the chicken fence here.
This one is different variety of okra, color red.
Or hey, it's got a bug on it there you probably want to get off. You see it?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah, it's trying to hide underneath that leaf right now. So that's that black okra that I ordered.
Yes.
Yeah, I ordered this, and it was a variety called black okra, and it is supposed to actually grow black. So let's check that out when it comes out and see how it does. Yeah, you want to step on it? Get rid of that bug. If not, he'll be going right back. Definitely won't. So is this the only black one you grew? No, there's another one there.
There's the only thing survive it. Supposed to be I plant there several, but the only thing survive.
Let's try to keep some seeds from that when they come up. But black okra.
Yes.
And you can see the plant looks different. You see those dark veins and all in it. See right there? I ordered those online. I just want to try something different, and I ordered them, but my little wifey's the one to handle it all from there.
There's a reason small it because I just transfer a new one again because the cow.
Oh, these are the ones the cow got in here and got.
Yes.
Oh, baby, what do you expect when it's out here in the cow field? So we got birds up at different sizes now. You can see, look at that, boy, looking beautiful. Here's another batch up here. Right here going, look at these. Quite a few in there too. I guess there's what, 2 different age batches inside this pen right now?
Yes, yeah, it's 2 different batches.
Chickens, chickens, chickens everywhere, huh?
Move.
We got pens and little cages and stuff everywhere of different age groups, different ones that we try to keep separated. And what'll happen is this is a pen itself in here, and see it's got this nice shading over the top of it. It's got that like it's not really a net, it's finer than that, almost like a screen. Over the top here, it provides them shade. Down low here, of course, it's made out of this, what they call chain link or cyclone fence, but then down low it has chicken wire as well to keep small things from passing through the wire down low. And this pen here, I guess it's 24 foot by 12 foot pen on this part, and they'll get released in here, and then they'll get bigger, and then they'll get released into this pen. And this is in the corner of the greater pen, and let's see, it's going to be 24, 30, let's see, 36 by 36. No, it'd be it's bigger than that. No, that's right. 36 by 36. So then the big main pen is 36 by 36 right here. So this is your other cucumbers here. Man, they are growing.
Look at that. They already start growing.
So what made you decide just to have them in the pots right here?
The reason is in the pot because you know like
You started them there and just left them?
no, the reason I want it so that I can put in the shade. I can move it.
You can move it?
Yeah.
Can't move it once it grows in the fence though, huh?
No.
Hey, whatever it is, they're doing good though, right? Yeah, they're doing great and they're, man, really blooming. On up there too, man, look at that.
They're already tall.
Yep, they're doing good.
Look so healthy.
They are very healthy.
Yeah,
Just look at those leaves.
That soil that I use, I took that one there at the back of our property there.
So if y'all remember, we did a video and I said you don't have to go buy that potting soil at those stores. And I did a video showing about going down there under those oak trees and getting that natural compost of years of acorns and tree limbs composting and leaves composting,
and plus also with
the animal manures and stuff like that, the cattle in there and other things, and that is a natural compost right there. And so this is exactly what Melinda did. Is right after that video, when I did that, she went down and just started digging that stuff like crazy. She's like,
I find location that if I
she had a friend to do that as well, right?
Yes, yeah, I have a friend do that one also.
Yeah. And she just started going down there with four-wheeler and buckets and shovel and hauling it up here and filling up pots. And that's what these are growing off of, you see? This is why I'm saying, people say, oh, you know, it may have things in it, you know, like it's not sterilized and all. You know, sometimes we just get a little crazy with that. Nature has its own ways of handling things.
Save some money.
Yeah, nature has its own ways.
This one here? What's
yeah.
My purpose in this is so that some of my vine vegetable, they can grow it here.
Oh, so you're going to train them on over to this wood up here.
Yes.
So you put some old boards up here and you're going to train the vines over to it.
I really want this calabash
oh
grow it here.
My
you see
goodness.
This one?
Yeah, you're going to need to train it. My goodness.
Yes.
That calabash is up. Man, it's got to be 12 foot up into the air.
Yeah, I know.
I haven't even noticed that. Well, yeah, you need to start getting them trained over here then, huh?
Yes.
You're going to definitely be climbing the tree.
And you can see that the fruit is just hung here down.
Look at that. You can see it inside this hackberry tree.
James don't know that because he's not really come over here.
I haven't been down here to see it lately. My goodness. This is back here in her secret garden on the other side back there. My goodness gracious.
So guys, this is my radish, daikon radish. Of course, it takes a while. Daikon really takes a while to grow enough. So
what's that one there? Just a weed shot up?
Yeah, I just need to
get that joker out of there, huh?
Yeah.
And what do you have going here onto the side?
This is the long bee that I told you that it was. I know that they're growing late also because it's been struggling with the too much rain. You know, they're almost dying. So now they come back green again.
Well,
I'm happy
yeah,
to see that.
man. And this area had a lot of water to flow through it down here.
Yeah. So this is my long bean. At this road, this is my long bean here.
Well, let me come on in here. Well, hello, sir. Good morning to you too.
I know the area.
So that's all long bean?
Yes, on this row.
This is long bean?
Yes.
All down through here. You got it all along this field down through here.
Different kind of beans on this row.
Man, more tomatoes. We have tomatoes growing everywhere. You see the sun's really bright on them. It's that morning sunshine.
And this one, I just replanted because the cow pulled it.
Pulled it out of the ground?
Yes, and I just planted and gladly they just back grow.
There's a field here. And there's a field out here, which I already cut hay off of, and it's ready to cut hay again. But, of course, every once in a while, I turn the cows in to graze. But she planted this stuff here, and this little short fence here
Yeah,
isn't enough to
of
keep a cow from sticking their neck over. And she come in mad, boy, because they had yanked our plants out. I said, that's what happens when you build,
yeah,
when you
the
plant
cow
up
yanked
next.
it, and I was so upset that I see my plant. I said, "Oh my
She
God!"
come in the house mad, and it was like, it's my fault because cows are in there. And I'm like, baby, it's our cow pasture.
The chicken ang out.
So what else we got going here?
This one is the white radish.
The white radish.
Yes, that one is daikon, and this one is the white radish.
And what about this little pole right here? What's
And this
happening?
pole, this is my broccoli.
So this is the
Yes.
broccoli growing, huh?
Yes, at this area they look.
And it was kind of a little bit behind struggling too because so much rain.
Yeah, so much rain and bugs, everything.
But it's coming along now.
Yeah, so all my plants.
And this is that calabash.
Calabash that you see it now grow so tall.
My goodness. And it just goes right up into this tree.
Yes, I know.
And it just continues up and it continues up. Yeah, I think I'd definitely be getting up here and getting that loose and retrain it over to your boards over there. Wow. So let's continue on. There's more of those long beans growing. And then here.
This is my Swiss chard mint.
Man, look how healthy.
I was been harvesting this one already many times.
Look how healthy.
Yes,
that is just beautiful.
They love on this area. They really love it. That's the reason I like in this area because they're kind of shady.
Man, that is just nice. Just shiny, looks almost like they were waxed. That is amazing.
They are healthy.
Is this also a long bean or is this something different? It looks different.
They are different. So this one, this is a wing bean.
Wing bean?
Yes, a wing bean.
And I see you're working on getting it trained up the fence here.
Yes, it's a wing bean and they're growing good. And this one is different kind of bean also. We call this one a bataw, but maybe I don't know what is in English. Maybe I'm researching next time. So
what's that name again?
Bataw.
Can you spell that?
Like a piece. It looks like a piece.
Like a little pea?
Yeah. A pea, I mean pea.
And right here behind you?
Oh, sorry. So this one is my cilantro and they're growing big now, and the reason I let it grow big because I want this one to harvest for seeds.
So you're wanting to let it seed?
Yes. So now they're blooming now.
And back here at the back?
And this one is again a spinach.
Spinach again?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't knock yourself out up here. And so this is more of those others down through here. You've got quite a few of them.
Yes, this one, look at this spinach. They're growing good. They love it here.
Man, they do.
Yeah.
And here?
This is another row basil.
Man, look at that. Is that just beautiful or what? Absolutely beautiful.
This one is the chicken fin here and my plants.
Yeah, chickens there, plants here. That's all right because the runoff from all that chicken pen runs right across the soil and really naturally fertilizes the soil. And then here, looks like you've had a few insects to get on these.
Yes, I know. This is another broccoli, and on this in that area, it is a wing bean. More wing bean.
More wing beans down through here. Boy, it's a tight place in here for a big boy like me.
You can go on the other side next time.
Here, we'll step out right here. Yeah. And of course, where she put this one outside, right where the cows live, I asked her, baby, why did you go outside your fenced area and keep planting? Because, of course, some of this is cow field. She did, so there's big old footprints for cows.
I know. They stamp it. So
in fact, they love to lay right down here in the shade.
Yeah, I have another kind of mint leaves here, and this one is more menthol, right? The one that we got with the.
So that's some mint you have growing right down there.
Yeah, with Jim.
Oh my God, that smells so good. It smells just like candy.
Yeah, this is more strong mint than the other one that I grow there in the pot.
Oh my God, that flavor is wonderful. That is a really strong mint.
Yes, and this one here, you know what is this? It is the lemongrass.
That's lemongrass
Yes,
right there.
I grow that one from
I wouldn't
seeds.
even know. I wouldn't even know that there's some lemongrass growing there. My goodness, it's so small. It just looks like mixing with a field right out
Because
there.
I grow with the seeds, so hopefully they grow better.
So what has survived out here after the cows use it as a bed?
I just ignore it anymore. It's basil, more basil,
Basil and of course
tomatoes,
more tomatoes.
and
Tomatoes, tomatoes.
this row, this is lofa, more lofa here.
So these get a late afternoon, evening sun, but they're kind of blocked for the first half of the day.
Yes.
But she's afraid that if we had all of our tomatoes out in direct sunlight, that later on when it gets mega hot,
Yeah.
that it may hurt those, and we may have some that are still
That's
kind of
right.
shaded
Yeah.
that can survive as well.
You got it.
I got it, huh?
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
So you can go this way now because
You don't want me stomping back through your garden with my big feet, huh? I know you're scared for me to walk through there. You're afraid that big old goofy, clumsy James is gonna step on half your plants. I know.
so this is the only plants. Actually, I never show you yet my another garden there, the big garden that
Yeah, we haven't visited it. Of course, it's got a lot of grass in it.
yes, more grass.
We don't really do the tiller thing between the rows and all that
And
kind of
it's too
stuff.
much work for me, so I just
And
left
I'm
that
busy in
one
the
there.
hayfield,
Yes, James is busy.
and we still harvest out of those gardens even when grass grows in it. It actually kind of protects the plants sometimes. Some people think that, oh, you got to remove it all,
the grass is kind of shading it.
and helps them some.
Yes, it is true. And but I don't like you know already, guys. I plant onions there, corn and beans. That's it. The only
Onion, corn, and beans.
and squash. I mean.
And we planted what, like 4 or 5 different varieties of corn,
Yes.
but it's doing
I
like,
know, it's kind of late. Yeah.
it's 50-50. Yeah.
And it's squash. I have squash there.
So we got this great big old hackberry right here. Mel, stand over and show them how big that tree is. For a hackberry, it's a pretty big old hackberry. And the reason we have our chicken pen down here in this area, this big 36 by 36 chicken pen, is you see it's naturally shaded with these limbs. Look at these long, long limbs that branch out around this tree. And so the chickens get that nice, natural shade all in there when we keep chickens in there. We don't always keep them in there though, do we?
Yeah.
But when we go overseas, this is their home. This is where they have to stay. And at that time, we put up some tarps and stuff too to protect them from the rain. This was our old corral before, years ago, when my grandparents and all was here. This was down here where the old cattle corral was, and that's why you see these old cross ties. And then there was a massive barn here that a tornado took. Well, I'm gonna have to get to the hayfield. I should have already been gone an hour and a half ago.
I know.
But thanks for taking the time with me this morning to show me your garden. I know that you're pretty antsy to hurry so you can get back to your task. You're such a busy woman.
I know. You see it. You see the evidence of how busy I am. So thank you guys for requesting for seeing this garden, and hope you're gonna enjoy it.
Maybe we can get down there and show them some of the other stuff sometime in the jungle garden. There's watermelons growing down there as well. She forgot to tell you that earlier.
Yes,
She's got some random cantaloupe. She's got watermelons growing down there. And when I say random cantaloupe, because there's a little pond right over here back behind her. You can't hardly see it. It's a tiny pond. And down by the water at it, she just now pointed out she's got cantaloupes. Thank goodness that we shouldn't get no heavy rains this time of year, or those plants are going to be underwater.
And I know, guys, you want me to taking some video by myself, but you know, I'm not really so confident. Maybe I need to more time to train myself about it.
You can do it. You can handle it.
I know, but so hope you enjoy it watching, and thank you for your support.
Well, that's awesome. Well, take care, everybody, and we appreciate you.
See you for the next video.
I'm off to the hayfield. I'll see you later.